destination. Oh Lord, I can't take this frustration. I'm gonna be the #1 fan of beer, and that's the only thing that keep me going all year. I don't know what happened to my team, but when it comes to beer, they better make me MVP. Cause I'm drinking my way to the bottom. Yes, I'm drinking my way to the bottom. Oh, I'm drinking my way to the bottom of a cold one.
Well, that sucked.
That hurt more than anything in the world. Welcome to the 6th episode of Game Day Chug, where the Texans are 0-2.
Glad to have you. Let's talk it out.
Happy to be here. Well, I'll let you go first.
Was just thinking about it because of the way that you started it. I saw some things today where it was perhaps a coaching decision by Tampa to let Chubb score. Because we were only down 1 and we were in field goal range outside the 2-minute warning. They have their 3 timeouts. And what would have been nice to do is get the first, get to the 2-minute warning, or make them use some timeouts and use as much clock or timeouts, whichever came first, kick a field goal, and then stop a field goal. None of that matters because it didn't happen. And it also could have been won again, the second week in a row where you can say there's a defining play and a loss. It's 4th and 10 on the last drive, and To'o misses a game-sealing sack. And my point was, why does it have to be a sack? There's a guy out in the flat, but Baker's under pressure. And when he tries to escape, if you're just there and he has to run, if you catch him 3 yards, doesn't matter. He needs 10.
Yeah.
But
you have 9 yards to give up, and you give up 20, 30.
Yeah, it was like 18 yards or something like that. It was enough. It doesn't matter. And then the rest of the drive was Baker. And that's how they win games like that. That's what they do.
But like you said, okay, so they're in the red zone probably with a minute to spare. Just let them score. Let them score to give your team a chance. And I get the fact, I get it. You're a defensive team.
They are. And
you're up 5 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And so why would you concede the lead to get the ball back? That's because 2 years ago, we watched the quarterback do the same exact thing to the same team.
With limited clock and no other options.
I don't care how the game is going. CJ Stroud is a great quarterback in the final 2 minutes of a game with the game on the line, and he's got one drive to get down there. And if you give up the touchdown and they either go for 2, convert, or hit the field goal, convert.
Yeah, you either need 3 to tie or win.
All you need is a field goal.
Yeah.
And, I'm not the biggest Miami Fairbairn fan out there.
Inside of 50.
But he is a lock outside of 50. Give your team a chance to win. And then there's 8 seconds left, 6 seconds left maybe. They kick off, and whoever, I forget the guy. It wasn't Hutchinson. It wasn't Hutchinson.
Number 11. I don't know who number 11 is, but he just ran it out and just...
He just ran it out. He didn't even give the offense a chance to throw up a Hail Mary or do something. There was no opportunity to win the game. And it was just poor coaching, poor execution on every single aspect of the game except special teams. Special teams was the only bright spot in that game.
The number that I thought was a little bit shocking because I saw it today was just the snap counts. Offense had 46 plays to Tampa's, I think it was 78 to 82, something like that. We didn't possess the ball. If you're on defense for that long and you gave up 20, okay, I can kind of understand it. The defense did play very, very good for, a majority of that game. They had the second half pretty much locked down.
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to one drive.
It comes
And
down to, but their first drive looked so good.
Scripted plays, whenever
They
you start a game, you go into the game and the OC has 15 plays ready to call. And they're going to go in a particular order. They practiced them in sequence, and there's not really an adjustment from one to the other. What did happen in those plays? Passes to the flat, to the running backs quick. Chubb had a 20-something yard pass catch,
mm-hmm.
and so did I think Marks had one down the sideline too.
Mm-hmm.
But they were quick routes. They didn't require development. That's been my biggest problem, is that if you are of this Sean McVay tree, the way you mitigate pressure is with a quick passing game.
Get Stroud in a rhythm, get the defense honest, and
it doesn't even there's not even time to worry about who's coming free. You know what I mean? It is snap, like maybe even a 3-step drop. That's like the end of it. 1, 2, 3, and ball's out. Like there's if you can't run, which we can't run, it's evident through 2 games that you're not going to be able to lean on a team.
They're hell bent on the running game opening up the passing game, and that
it has to go opposite. It has
to go opposite. They have to get the passing game to open up the running game.
And you've heard the concept before. It's you run through the air. Okay. How many teams go out there and they throw, and it's first down, and they throw a quick pass and it goes for 2 to 4 yards, and it's second down, and they do it again. What we're hell bent on doing is that, if it's 2nd and 8, we go ahead and we run the ball, and we either get stuffed for nothing, or we get 1 more yard, and we're stuck at 3rd and 7 or longer, and we're asking CJ to do it all. And 3rd down is the money down for the defense, where they throw you something you haven't seen, and the line certainly hasn't seen it. So you're asking CJ to diagnose on the fly, and to his credit, he does it a lot of the time. That's one thing that I'll say. I don't want he doesn't get a pass. CJ doesn't get a pass from a poor team performance, but that's my guy, and I'll ride or die for him. I saw it. I don't need to equivocate the way I feel about what CJ does. He's going to get gun shy. He's going to get to where he second guesses things and questions things and has confidence problems if he thinks he sees something, hesitates, and gets smacked in the back. You know what I mean? Yeah. He has to let it rip. And I'm okay with an interception if you let it rip, because you're not getting the time to do anything otherwise.
Yeah. And they're on that, was it the 4th down play where he rolled out left and Nico was flashing to the corner of the end zone, and Stroud just
airmail.
Yeah. That horrible play call. Horrible play call. You're giving CJ Stroud one option there. You're giving him one option to do something on 4th down on the 1-yard line. That needs to be, you need to have 3 options there. You need to have him, you either need to develop a tush push, or you need to give Chubb the ball and run it up their fucking throat, Excuse me. I'm so sorry. We made it 10 minutes.
We made it 10 minutes.
But you have, I mean, if you're going to have him roll out like that, give him more than one option to go with. I mean, he missed the throw, but that was his only throw.
There were bad routes to the corner. Higgins was the short route, and it wasn't there. There's something that Kansas City does that no one else in the league does. I'm not suggesting that we all of a sudden adopt it. This little shovel, the little tight end shovel.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a cool play. Make them think about something. If you're at the 2-yard line and you have
At
three
least-
chances,
At least it
put
looks
something
cool.
in their head.
It looks cool. They're using their brains, it looks like. I mean,
I think that your suggestion.
I've been watching the same Texans offense for the
Same old
last
Texans.
20 years.
It's
We
because
get
we're
new-
committed to the West Coast offense. For some reason, we're still living under the Kubiak regime. It's the same. It's Shanahan. It's Kubiak. They're all from the same.
They're gone,
thing.
folks. They are gone. Can we live in the now? When we bring in a new offensive coordinator that has under the Sean McVay tree, can we do stuff that Sean McVay does?
I think that it's kind of just an error in itself to take a team that was poised like ours was and turn to a rookie play caller. I never criticized the decision, but there's good play callers who are sitting waiting for a phone call right now.
Yeah. Cliff Kingsbury was looking for a job last year. He would have been a good hire.
For 2 years, that's how long he lasts, and I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. When you have a team like we have right now that has a Super Bowl caliber defense, that has a Super Bowl I'll say he's a Super Bowl caliber quarterback on a rookie deal.
We're calling him a confetti quarterback. If you close your eyes, you can see the confetti falling, right?
Yes, you can see it. You believe in him. You've got Nico Collins, a top 5 wide receiver in the league. You've got good supporting cast. I mean, you've taken some bruises in the tight end position this year. But Dalton Schultz isn't the worst one out there. I mean, he can't block. He was
feeling himself, man. He was throwing spin moves at him, and I don't really know what I think about that, but it was fun to watch. As long as you didn't try to hurdle somebody, you don't need to hurdle. But I mean, he's what we have. There's not a whole lot of weapons that are being shown right now. Christian Kirk not being in the lineup is a killer because we need someone who's a slot receiver, and they're not playing Jalen Noel there, so I don't know what that's about. And I don't know what the snap percentage was for Jaden Higgins, but it's not high enough.
No,
it's not high enough. If you go and get the rookies, play them. I don't care if they look rough. I'd rather them look rough.
Higgins in the second round.
I'd rather them look rough than have to deal with Justin Watson running end zone routes.
Yeah,
show me the kid who got drafted for it. I don't need to see the veterans. I really don't. And Dare is catching a whole lot of flack this year, rightfully so. The kid Woody Marks laid out a perfect block that you can go find a video of where he cut somebody right at the hips. Beautiful block. He sold out for it. And for some reason, he's not in on third downs for pass protection. Agumba Wale is not he's not an offensive player. He's a special teams player.
Yeah.
I personally
He'll
cannot wait.
He'll do on special teams. He'll tackle, he'll return, he'll hit field goals. Keep him in the special teams. Whatever he's got to do there, you keep him in the special teams. I don't want him near the offense, though.
I can't help, but I mean, you can't stress it enough what this team would look like with its complement of receivers. You miss Diggs. I don't care if you don't if you don't think that you would. You probably could have got him on a more friendly deal because of the injury. The
Yeah.
team misses Diggs right now, um, and that may just be exacerbated by missing other pieces. Um, but putting Kirk in the lineup and some bright, sunshiny day whenever Joe Mixon returns will be perhaps the best day of the year for the Texans. And I'm not saying that with rose-colored glasses because I just traded for Joe Mixon.
Yeah, you did.
I did do that. It's probably not the smartest thing I've ever done, but
That's okay. You
I was
got
born a
AJ Brown.
gambling man. I was born
You
a
got
gambling
AJ
man.
Brown.
You want to go ahead and we can
Well, yeah,
TJ
let's
and
dive
I
into that. Let's
TJ
dive.
and I executed a trade. It was my Devontae Smith and Roma Dunze for his AJ Brown and Joe Mixon. The
And
trade machines say it's a fairly even trade. Um, and, I don't know how much they're attributing Mixon in that equation at all. If you get him for 8 weeks, I'm happy. If I get him for 4 weeks, I'm probably screwed. But it's
and
gambling.
I'm in a situation where I drafted Mixon
And
thinking
Rashi Rice.
and Rashi Rice thinking that my team was good enough to carry through 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and I'm sitting at 0-2 and I can't crack 90 points. And so I needed to make a change, and I'm going up against the other 0-2 guy in the league this week, and I need this win badly. I need it so bad.
I'm going against Taylor, and we've talked plenty of Taylor. Everyone should be familiar by now. The man is 2-0, and regardless of who he would have played, he would be 2-0. He has scored the most points of anyone 2 weeks straight, and
Yeah.
now he's knocking on my door.
Yes.
And I'm a little bit scared, but I have AJ Brown. I have Jalen Hurts.
It's okay. I was looking at his team today. Though. And eventually he's going to hit a brick wall because his two running backs is Alvin Kamara and Chuba Hubbard, and good running backs. Not saying they're not good running backs, but they are on crap teams. And pretty much the only option on both of their teams. So something's got to be there.
You said it a couple of weeks ago that if they get dealt,
He's in good shape.
traded,
but his bench, if you look at his bench, once we start hitting bye weeks, he's going to struggle. Hopefully, until I get rid of – I had 4 players out, ladies and gentlemen, on my bench. It doesn't matter if we hit bye weeks or not. They ain't playing because they're out. They're suspended. They're on the PUP list. They're hurt. I mean, every single thing has gone wrong. AJ Brown in the first 2 weeks of the season, for me,
5 catches.
He's going to go off for you this upcoming Sunday for
that's the plan.
For 180, 2 touchdowns. That's my prediction.
I called him.
11 catches.
I did call him earlier today. I did call him earlier today, and we talked about it, and that's what he told me was going to happen. He said, Clayton, no problem. I hear you loud and clear, and we'll go ahead and get on that for you. So,
and I'm sure he will. You're very much not. You're more nicer than I am. You're nicer than I am. But I made this trade because Roma Dunze he's on the up and up. He's gonna be a first or second round pick next year. I guarantee it. He's
hot right now.
He's in a Ben Johnson offense that likes to throw the ball. I think that's my biggest problem with the Philadelphia Eagles is that if they don't have to throw the ball, they won't. Like
That's correct.
week 1, they were fine, just throwing the ball probably 16 times throughout the entire game. At least Caleb Williams, you can knock him all you want, and at least he's gonna sling it.
He has to.
He's
He
gonna roll
has to
out.
throw the ball 40 times a week.
Yeah, he's gonna roll
because
out and he's gonna throw it. And the way the season has gone, 11, 12 of those throws are to Roma Dunze. And so I'll ride with that until
the wheels fall off.
Until I'm getting thrown out of a zoo.
Did we highlight the punishment?
Oh no. Maybe we did. Did we touch on that?
If you haven't heard, the punishment for the league this year is that the loser must get kicked out of a zoo. And you can accomplish that in whichever way you choose, but you got to get kicked out of a zoo if you lose the league.
When you start to think about how do you get thrown out of the zoo without getting arrested?
If it's me, I'm going full PETA. I am blood-stained fur coat, sign overhead, screaming, and they will say, "Sir,"
little girls going, "They murdered the apes.
Sir, you need to leave." And I'll go, "Okay,
gotcha." That's all I needed.
Yeah.
You know what they do to these snakes at night? You're sitting there in the reptile room in the dark.
See, I'm not trying to even make it to an exhibit. I'm trying to. I'll be.
You're just standing on the. You're standing. Okay, so do you
main concourse? Main concourse. I'm walking in. I'm in the middle of everybody with my sign, saying, "The Houston Zoo catches their own rats and feeds them to the monkeys. The monkeys are cannibals."
But you see, that's the thing. You still have to enter the zoo. PETA would never enter the zoo and pay a ticket to get in the zoo.
If you go undercover,
you got to be on. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You gotta get crafty and not arrested. That's the key. Is don't catch a charge off.
Jail time for a fantasy punishment. But I can very well see myself in that situation.
Well, be safe. Be safe. Yeah. I mean, just to touch
on top of the Texans and my fantasy team, I am not in a good space. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. I'm a broken man. The Astros, we had a little bit of resurgence there with Jordan coming back and yippity doo dah, hooray. And then boom, sprained ankle. And he doesn't have loose ankles, folks. He doesn't have loose ankles. Do you know the term loose ankles, Clay?
I don't know the term loose ankles.
When you twist, sprain, break your ankle enough, you just you roll it, you twist it, you're able to walk it off. Just continue going. You're just fine. This past weekend in this leadership program that I'm at here in New Braunfels, shout out.
Shout out New Braunfels.
Shout out New Braunfels and the leadership program, Chamber of Commerce. Holla at you, boy. We did
ignore that profanity earlier.
Ignore that. That's not leadership quality. We hiked the gorge there at Canyon Lake. Pretty cool, actually. We saw some dinosaur tracks, like some TRex dinosaur tracks.
Is this quotes or is this T-Rex arms?
T-Rex. These are T-Rex arms. No, they're yeah.
Are they fake? Are they real? What are you telling me?
They're real. They're real.
Okay. This looks like
no
any quotes.
T-Rex arms. quotes up here, TRex down here.
Okay, I got you.
TRex at the nips. But pretty cool. And anyway, we're on this hike, and obviously through the years they've made some more. They've developed it a little bit so the average person can walk and hike.
It's accessible.
Yeah, more accessible. And of course, I'm walking down these steps that were obviously made by humans. And we're talking about the water and how it has, created this gorge and this canyon basically. And I make a smart ass comment where I'm just like, wow, it's amazing how the water was able to recede and create these perfect steps for us to walk down. And the tour guide is 2 or 3 people in front of me. She had to hear the comment, but I mean, literally right after I made the comment, I stepped down and into like a little crater, a little hole, and my ankle goes, it twists, and I go, ah! And then everyone turns around, looks at me, and some lady behind me, she was just like, "Did you just twist your ankle?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay." And totally did. And she said, "Good, because that's what I'm most worried about being out here." And I was just like, "Well,
You got stiff ankles, lady.
You don't have to worry about that. I didn't twist it. I got loose ankles. I finished the hike, no problems. It's been 3 days. I'm good.
Still no problems.
No swelling.
For some reason, I didn't know where that story was going. It's like I forgot we were talking about loose ankles, and I just got lost in Jurassic Bromples.
There was
it was going somewhere, and it did.
There was a point to that story.
It paid off. It paid off.
Loose ankles. Yeah, it's a thing. If you have stiff ankles, your first sprain, Jordan's going to be out until October. I mean, at least.
Oh, well, yeah, he's not coming back for the regular season. He may come back for the DS or something.
When he comes back, he'll just DH and then have
and go one base. Go one base.
Yeah. He'll have to go yard every time he steps up to the plate, but
I'm going to say the third base coach is a new third base coach this year. We no longer have Mr. Pettis at third, given the big wheel that I'm so accustomed to. It's a new coach whose name's Paris Chica, and I went back and I watched, and he's giving Jordan the go basically until Jordan gets to the bag, and then he throws up the stop sign, and Jordan kept going.
That's a large man that you're trying to stop on a dime.
So that's why he didn't stop, first off.
Yeah, that's a lot of momentum. The inertia carried him all the way to home plate.
If you I'm going to sound like this is conspiracy talk now, but the Astros infield in the early innings is so ungodly wet that I'm not surprised if home plate's got moisture on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now he did reach and extend to touch the bag. It was a play where a slide could have been done. He's very big. I don't expect him to be a good slider.
Yeah.
But to reach and extend for a plate that doesn't have a lip and is wet, that's exactly how that happens. And if you watch the clip, ball of the ankle hits the plate, and then he does that little limp step, and then he does it again. The next step, he also hits ball of the ankle on the ground. So, I hate it for the guy. I hate that he's never had a 40 homer season because he's injured. He's obviously capable of it, but he's very, I'm not even going to say injury prone, but he is injured every year.
You could say unlucky. He's ours.
This is the most. I saw it today. They did not put Jordan on the IL, right? I guess that's just a matter of designation for your roster. Whatever. It doesn't bother me that he's not on it. But if he were to have gone on it, it would have broken the record for IL stints in a season by any team in Major League history.
God.
That's the team that we're dealing with. And at this moment in time, I believe it's still that we're a half game out of the lead for the division, and we held the division for most of the season. This is the biggest stretch of the year. By the time we meet next, our fate is likely decided. It depends on this series, and it depends on the Seattle series.
Yeah.
Now, I don't trust my computer enough to go to another screen without lagging me out. So if you can check on the Astros game for me, I'd appreciate it. I saw 6-3.
6-5. Top of the 8th.
Not again. Not again.
Big neck. Adolis singles to right center field. Alejandro Osuna to third. Josh Young scores.
6-5.
And then Ezekiel Duran just stole second. So there's a man on third and second with 2 outs.
In a one-run game?
And a 1-run game.
Who is pitching? Is it still De Los Santos?
No, it's Brian Abreu.
4-out save. Well, he's more comfortable in the 8th than the 9th.
Well, this is his inning. He's thrown 13 pitches. I mean,
no, that can't be his inning then. I think that the 8th started a while ago, and it was 1-6, I believe, at the start of the 8th. My phone died, so I'm not following it anymore. And you're going to be in charge of telling me whether the Game Day Chug podcast is truly going to go 0-6 on Astros Tuesdays.
I'm on it. I was kind of nervous coming into this game when we were up 6-1. I was like,
can't ever rest on a Tuesday night because I've seen it. I saw it. I've seen it 5 Tuesdays in a row. And now 2 of them, the first 2, we were just getting blown out. But, I mean, last week, I think we were up, and then they tied it in the 9th, and we went
Brian
to
Abreu again. It was Brian Abreu.
Oh, let me
and I like Abreu. I like Abreu, but he's got something going on up here.
I'll tell you what's going on is he's pitched probably the most innings of any reliever in baseball because he's on every night. And he was on every night in the 8th, and now he's on every night in the 9th, and now they're asking him for 4 outs, and that's how it goes. That sometimes you get got.
Well, let's look how much paid.
Probably enough.
Right.
If you don't mind, while you're doing some research, I'd like to shout out my friends at Platypus. I was there on Friday after a league mate did the IHOP pancake challenge, which was one of the more impressive and disgusting feats that I've ever seen. Originally, he was going to do 12, and then it became 24. But then I saw him put down 12 in the matter of an hour, and with no syrup and very limited amounts of butter and 1 trip to the potty. And I said, first off, physically, I'm not going to be able to keep this man from standing up and leaving. I'm by myself with him. I'm the enforcer of this punishment. If I would have had a little bit of backup, perhaps we could have made it work. It was also, 2 p.m. on a Friday. I'd like to go home and enjoy my weekend. So I said, give me 3 more. Let's make it 15 in 2 hours. That's very impressive.
It's pretty good.
Well, I said, I'll let you out. We can do that if you go to Platypus with me and you do the Game Day Chug with me. And he did. So chugging a beer on 15 Pancake Belly, I can't even imagine. But whenever I'm there, I tell him to give me the Bobby Dazzler, which, I mean, it's a staple at this point. The Bobby Dazzler on the Chug scale, I'm giving it an 8. Okay, that's an 8.0. There's not
Rookie
a whole
score.
lot higher. There's not a whole lot higher than that. Okay, 2 whole numbers, but I've never seen a 10 in my life. But so I said, go ahead and give me 2 more 4-packs, thinking I'm gonna get What's the Skinny. Well,
Mm.
I didn't get What's the Skinny. I got what's called the Gold Coast, and if you can read that
Ooh.
right there, that is an IPA,
Oh boy. Oh
which
boy.
I am not a fan of in
I love
general terms.
I love IPAs. I'm gonna have to give me some of those.
In general terms, I'm not an IPA guy. This, it's like my the scales have fallen off of my eyes. I now understand that they can be okay. It does
There you
not
go.
taste like a pine tree. It has something going on that I can really get behind. No score yet. No score yet because I've only had 2 of them.
Yeah. A little
Um,
sip.
little sip, little sip. We're doing fine.
So this is
Um,
this IPA is okay in your book so far.
yes, and I've had one other IPA that I can attest is good. Now chuggability, it's almost like we're working on a different scale. It's like um,
You'll have to go back to the archives. Not so long ago, this year, as a matter of fact, probably in January, but I did a game day chug with an IPA, and I
was
had
it great?
I had to put my 2-month-old daughter down so I could go throw up in the kitchen sink.
That was one of the first game day chugs. Yeah,
of
I remember that one.
this year when we started doing it more routinely. But yeah,
I can remember this.
not great, not great. I had my daughter in my hands and chugged
This
it and was just like,
I mean, I'm familiar with that face out of you. You've made it a few times.
yeah, yeah.
The anyway, this IPA is good in my book. The only other one that I can attest to is the Voodoo Ranger. The Voodoo Ranger, I don't even know who that is. It's good beer.
It's a Colorado brewery, I'm pretty sure.
You could be lying. I have no idea. Um,
It looks like a
the
mountain beer.
I know Sierra Nevada. You know that's probably
Right.
not Colorado, but they have a whole bunch of IPAs that everybody drinks.
I would venture to guess that that's in Sierra Nevada.
You might be wrong. I really couldn't tell you.
Hmm.
You know, there are some context clues.
You know
Um,
that Shiner Bock. I hear they make a great beer out in Oklahoma.
well, I mean, you know, I was going to make a Leinenkugel reference there, but you know, you don't expect a lemony beer to come from the north like Leinenkugel, but here we are.
No, Leinenkugel is a very chuggable beer.
I agree with that. And the ones that they don't sell a whole lot of are better than the Summer Shandy, in my opinion. They have a one that's called the Canoe Paddler. The Canoe Paddler is great. And then they have another beer that's called the Big Butt Doppelbock. And I like that one a
The
lot.
Big Butt Double Bock.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to
Love
find
it.
you one of those.
I
We're going to
love
have a Christmas episode and I'm going to drink big butts.
I
I have my sheet here.
love it.
The game day chug bets. Doing 2. Some would say it backfired. I would say another day at the office. We went 1-1, and Texas Tech was easy, no sweat money. It actually worked out exactly the way that I said. Texas Tech was up 45-ish to nothing.
Yeah.
In the fourth, they
Yes.
scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth, and it didn't matter. They whooped butt, and they have a good matchup this week against Utah in Utah, and they are not favored. I will probably be betting that. It is not the bet of the week. And the other bet was the Backyard Brawl. Unfortunately, it was being played at the same time as Georgia and Tennessee, which was, I would say, 1A and 1B game of the week. The other game of the week being A&M Notre Dame, which we can talk about because it was amazing.
Yeah,
but
let's.
West Virginia beat Pitt, and it took overtime to do it. And it was a penalty in the end zone that gave West Virginia the ball at the 2. They ran it in. Overtime, they scored. Pitt didn't. It was closer. They had the game for a while there, but alas, 1-1 this week on the Game Day Chug bets. And I'll give this week's bet prior to us talking about A&M. It's going to be Illinois going to Indiana. Indiana has played
rivalry game.
They played ODU, Old Dominion, which is a pretty scrappy team. 27-14, Indiana won. Illinois has played slightly better competition, but I'm taking Illinois +5 as the bet of the week. The number is weird. 5 is not a football number. And it's a road team in division, but if when it comes down to what do I look at, I'm looking at Illinois has the same quarterback that they did last year. I know in college that doesn't mean as much, but I've seen Illinois play with that quarterback, and I know that he's had plenty of come from behind victories. 5 is a weird number. 5 covers losing by the touchdown at the end of the game. I think that 5 is a pretty safe number, and that's what I saw today, and I locked in 5. So that's the bet of the week. Man, those Aggies went into South Bend, and with the help of a questionable non-call on 4th down, beat the Irish.
Heck yeah, they did.
Man,
number 8 Irish. What a hell of a win! I mean, that was the first road win against a ranked team,
right? In like 10 years since I was in school.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, I mean that was a hell of a win, hell of a game. I mean, me and my dad were my dad's an Aggie alum.
God bless
Greg.
him. Shout out Greg.
Class of 1990, I think.
You didn't have to say that.
Why not?
You don't want to date the guy,
He knows he's an old fart.
Oh, keep going. I have a great story, but keep going.
But in the first half, we were talking back and forth, and I told him, I was just like, man, the first team that makes a stop is going to win this game. Lo and behold, I believe it was A&M who made the first stop of that game.
There were 2 really big ones in the first half. There was a 4th and 1, right at midfield.
It was the interception.
And then there was also a pick. A tipped floater.
Yeah.
Never a good pass, by the way. Never a good pass to
when
do
you're running this way and you just
like you're not Curry.
No.
It will never work.
No.
But incredible game. And to spot them 7 to start the game, incredible to come back, show some grit.
17-7 at one point. 17-7 at one point.
17-7 and to be up 4 at the half with a chance to have been up 7. There was a sequence right there at the end of the half where I think it was 4th down and the quarterback was pissed and he clapped his hands in frustration and the center heard it and snapped it. Gave us the ball, and we had one, it was like a 50-something yarder. He missed it, but, it didn't bite us.
And honestly, kudos to the Aggies because right before halftime, I don't know the kid's name, but kid got stretched off the
Anderson, I think, one of the safeties.
Yeah, put in a neck brace. And I don't know if it was like a team morale thing, like you got to rally the troops and get this win for that guy type deal.
He gave the thumbs up on the way off the field, which is huge.
Yeah.
And also, it's great that your school's hand sign is a
Yeah.
thumb. So not only was he saying I'm good, but he was also saying gig 'em.
Yeah,
It's very, very useful in that
it was
form.
perfect.
Okay,
Um,
before we get to the flight fight, because I know that we're gonna run up against it again, like we always do. You said your dad was an old fart. I don't agree with that, Mr. Johnson. You heard it here first. I didn't say that. However, my dad.
he's told her apart.
No, and this is not his fault. Actually, the only thing that you can blame him for is also one of his most great and defining qualities, which we're going to call frugalness. Okay. My dad goes to some local barber while his daughter is a person who cuts hair. My sister. I can't fault him for that. I go to a local guy too, just because I'm always getting it on the way home. It makes sense. I'm not going to fault him for it. That's beside the point. But my dad is going to go.
I'm growing it back out, man.
I can't do it. You can do it. You've done it for years. And if you ever saw Greg's mop, Greg's got a beautiful head of hair. So my dad goes to a place on his way home, and this place is certainly advertising the $14 haircut. And he walks in. He's been to this place multiple times. They should know the deal, right? You go see your barber, and when you sit in the chair, they should kind of know what the deal is.
Mhm.
Well, this person is not an American, and so there is a small language barrier. And they ask him, "What you like?" And he says, "A 3." And the first thing that this woman does is she takes that clipper and she goes,
Oh no!
My dad has had the same haircut my entire life. I've never seen this man without a pompadour right here.
Yeah.
It never in my life have I seen this man with anything else. I asked my brother, I said, "Have you ever seen his hair that short?" And he said that he's seen my dad with an afro in the time since he saw his dad with that haircut. Okay. So we're talking 1970. Okay. We're talking
40,
it's
50
been
years.
it's been it's been a half century since this hair was that short.
Oh, Joe.
And I feel for him. He's got the hat on. He told my mom that he apologized to her, and he said, "I'm sorry because my hair was my most attractive quality. Now what do I bring to the table?" I told him it's gonna grow back. It is going to grow back. So don't you worry. But shout out Joe.
That's a Seinfeld episode, though.
As long as this man is alive, we will have content.
He'll be alive for a while. Both him and Greg.
Your lips to God's ears.
I have to, before we go to Fight Flight, I got to ask you something. Going back to A&M, where do you put after that game Marcel Reed in the Heisman conversation? Been a little chitter chatter here or there. Obviously, Mateer, the guy.
I would bet it because there's
here or Marcel Reed being in the.
I'd bet Marcel because there's you go through other SEC quarterbacks. I saw it today. Excuse me. Going into the season, Heisman hopefuls. Lagway, outside of Arch, okay? Arch has had his own set of problems. I'm not going to bemoan Arch right now. I still have to see him, and God knows what he can do. Lagway at Florida, Lenore Sellers at South Carolina, Garrett Nussmeier at LSU. Marcel has more touchdowns than the three of those guys combined.
Wow.
This is about production. Heisman is a production award up until last year, because Ashton Genty should have been the Heisman, and I'll stand on that forever.
Sure.
It's because it's the same reason that Shohei
He
deserves.
played in the Mountain West and didn't play against the competition.
It doesn't matter. They didn't have 9 wins. You're not. Heisman is a player who leads his team to a deep run of
Yeah.
some kind.
Who
Okay,
was the Heisman winner last year?
Travis Hunter.
Ah,
Okay, yes.
ah.
Marcel
Who blew
has a uh, he has a skill set that is Manziel-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he is
What strikes me
such
the
a
most is that he can throw the ball
deep,
better. Well,
deep.
he's got a good arm. Like he throws it deep. He can make every throw. When he came onto the scene last year, I thought of him more of as
his
a
wheels.
a running quarterback. But the Notre Dame game, he only ran when he had to. He didn't run when
Notre Dame last year is known for running the ball and playing good defense. And a lot of that, whenever you're talking about their playoff run, is against teams where exotic blitzes and changing things up on defense works. But whenever you deal with Marcel, you cannot leave him unaccounted.
No.
You have to have a game plan that accounts for the quarterback run. And as soon as you leave someone single cover and a receiver wins a matchup, shout out to the receivers, the 2 transfer receivers, Concepcion and Craver. Craver had like 180 in the first half or something absolutely nuts. He went for 200 on them.
Yeah.
But whenever you're forced to play single coverage or not able to have 2 safeties back and just play the deep ball and blitz, it neutralizes a defense that is to the caliber of Notre Dame. I feel bad for Notre Dame because they're a really good team. They'd probably deserve to be they'll be a top 15 team by the end of the season probably. But they started the season with Miami and us. That's not a schedule that anyone takes on.
Yeah.
And they've been heckled in the past for their schedule and how they get to the playoff with a schedule like that. That's exactly the issue with them not being in a conference.
Yeah.
Beside the point. It's beside the point. The Aggies are for real, and I'm very excited. I have to quell that emotion because I've been an Aggie for a while now, and I understand exactly how this goes. They give you that little piece that you can hold on to and think that it's going to go somewhere.
Mississippi State is in 2 weeks, right?
Auburn in 2 weeks, then Miss State and Florida, and then a trip to LSU.
Who do y'all play next week?
Bye week. We play the bye, and I hope that we win. Actually,
I hate an early bye.
Bet of the week, A&M wins the bye. Okay? I can't lose. All right. Let's get to this flight fight. I think that it's a good topic. I think it's a good topic.
It is a good topic.
We were just going back and forth today. I have the first pick in this.
Final just ended. Astros win 6-5. The boot's up for grabs tomorrow night.
You know what? I'm not even talking about the boot.
Tuesday night, baby.
We did it.
Happening live, straight from your home.
Game Day Chug Podcast 1-5, baby. We did it. We won a Tuesday night for the first time since the July.
May. Fuck it. I'm sorry.
Pastor Tyler Johnson, I'm sorry. To be fair, I didn't really keep count of Tuesday night wins and losses prior, so you could be right.
Neither did I.
We won a game
on
a Tuesday night
against the Arlington Rangers. So, okay.
Tomorrow the boot's up for grabs.
The boot's up for grabs. Let's see what else is out there.
Who's going to be on the mound?
I don't know.
I bet you it's Hunter Beasy, the Diesel.
What I do know is that the Mariners,
Oh, they waxed the Royals tonight.
yeah. So division lead doesn't change. Mariners still up top by half
It's all right. It's all right. We got them next.
We got them next. This team, the Astros, put all their eggs in one basket sometimes, and they just go gung ho, and they get a series win. They swept the Dodgers in July, right after the All-Star break. And
We're going to be thinking about that one for a long time. We've brought it up 3 times on this pod. There's been 6 episodes, and we've talked about
it's a
that
beautiful
series
thing.
3 times.
Anytime you can beat the Dodgers,
It feels good. I understand.
That is, I'll be honest with you, that is my World Series every single season. Like,
I'll take a win tomorrow. I'll
check
the box off.
If I can get the boot back, that'd be great.
Keep the boot.
Keep the boot. We've never lost the boot. Anyway, fight.
Okay. The fight.
Tell them what it
this
is.
Week. Game shows.
On TV.
Game shows.
On TV.
TV game shows. You're familiar with them. You've seen them around the dinner table. We talked about it today. You said you'd know my first pick. It's the same first pick that the whole world would take. And very inclined to take it. I have 2 picks that I hope make it back. If you take them both, I might be screwed. We'll have to find out. Mm-hmm. My first pick is Family Feud.
Of course.
My origins in Family Feud are with the man who kissed everybody. I think his name is Richard, but every woman on that stage kissed the man. That was the Family Feud I remember, with the little Piggly Wiggly music in the background when everyone's walking out. Steve Harvey, all credit to him. John O'Hurley, Richard Karn. There was a really big British guy, like when I say big, I mean like rotund, who did it for a while.
And then Al from Home Improvement did it for a while.
Richard Karn, yep. Shows how much you know about game shows. Don't even know it's Richard Karn. But Family Feud, it's a staple in America. It's like if they showed you a montage of like our world growing up, there's a clip of Family Feud in there somewhere. Yeah. I don't care which host it is. Family Feud is timeless. You can put on any episode. I don't care if you've seen it before, not seen it before. They do one every day. What does it matter? Family Feud, number 1.
Okay. With the number 2 pick, I'm going to go You Are the Weakest Link. Goodbye.
The Weakest Link. Great.
Yeah.
What a wonderful host.
Yeah. Yeah. The original, and I am a big fan of Jane Lynch. I love Jane Lynch.
I can't say that I had seen much of it. I just remember the redheaded British lady.
Yeah, you are the Weakest Link. Goodbye.
She would just not pay attention to you after she eliminated you. She'd give you the gas face.
Yeah, you're the weakest. Goodbye.
Yeah, and people tried to clap back at her, and she always had something for them too. Okay, that's a good pick. I appreciate the pick.
Thank you. And I'm gonna go with my second pick. Just a classic, Jeopardy. Jeopardy's a great game.
Jeopardy is a great game. Spelled funny. But Trebek, I mean, how much Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
Content.
Yeah. Up yours, Trebek.
I'll take the penis mightier. Potent potables on every episode. Potent potables. Yeah.
Speaking of Will Ferrell, I watched Daddy's Home 1 and 2 tonight. Gearing up for this podcast. That's a good one. Daddy's Home. When we were talking,
Ferrell movies.
Will Ferrell, we didn't we didn't mention Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home is a good one.
I'll have to check it out. I can't say it's on my. I don't have
I
a
think this
memory
is
of
the
it.
first time I watched it all the way through, and it was
It's got to
great.
go on the list then. It's got to go on the list.
Anyway, you got
Um,
2 picks.
Yes, and I am very happy to say that both of the picks that I did not pick have made it back. So I feel very good about my list. I think I'm going to get 4 for 4 on what I want. Number 2 for me, the 4th overall, is going to be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Um,
Is that with
when
Regis Kelly?
with Regis, yes. I think that in its time, it was the hottest thing on TV.
For sure.
Before anyone had won the million, I even know the guy who won the million first because he calls his dad and he says, "I don't need your help. I just wanted to call you and let you know that I won $1 million." Iconic.
Mhm.
It. First off, it's a good little trivia show for watching with everybody, but also it captured the nation. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And for number 3, I'm gonna go a little bit more recent. Deal or No Deal.
Oh, dude. I was going to take that.
What a show! What a show!
That one. It should still be running. That was a great show.
Howie did a great job. The banker idea and like I mean the whole thing is great. The because it's a show, it's a production. They have the family there on the side
Mhm.
who's influencing the decisions. You have the people who lose the million on their first go. You have the people who make the deep run with a lot of money and then like the penny is still left. You
Yeah.
got to make a hard decision. You know, it's a game that you can play whenever you don't have a case in front of you, and if you had the case in front of you, it changes everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot to that game, and I'm loving my list right now. And you get your last 2 right here.
Well, I have to see. This is tough because you have Wheel of Fortune there. You have The Price is Right there. You have the match game there.
Let's make a deal.
But I got something for my 4th pick that I'm gonna just keep there in my back pocket right now.
Well, you're using the rest of your waders right there.
Right now. But for my 3rd pick, I'm gonna go ahead and take The Price is Right. I'm gonna take that one
Bob Barker.
with the Bob Barker era for sure.
Well, you know what? The other day, I mean, it's on in our office sometimes, like on the main TV when you walk in.
Excuse me.
Whoops.
Excuse me, audience.
We'll get it in post. We won't get it in post. But Drew Carey's been doing that show for like
20
12 years.
Yeah.
It feels like 20 years.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while. He's lost 108 pounds since he's taken over that role.
He did that in the first 5 and just kept it off.
Yeah. I feel like if he took his shirt off, there would just be
it's click. It's
like
click.
that click, that flap. Yeah. Exactly.
That's top 5 Adam Sandler. Is that top 5? Adam Sandler?
I watched it recently. I'm not willing to put it in my top 5.
It's a little too sad.
It's
a little too sad.
It is a great movie, though. It gets knocked on for some reason, but it is a great movie. It will make you tear up. Like I hugged my daughter afterwards.
I don't want to miss a thing.
Come here.
Yeah.
And she's like, get off me, put me down. I'm just like, no. Don't ever grow up.
Baby. Press pause.
Press pause. All right, for my 4th pick, I'm going to go a little bit outside the zone here. You are a Nickelodeon guy. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I thought you were going to snake me. That's fine. That's a great pick. Great pick.
That's
I
my
really
last,
was
that's
scared.
my last pick. What were you gonna pick?
The Blue Barracudas. And the guys, dude, honestly, with all the things that I know about Nickelodeon and hold her tighter, she's a fighter, Snyder, do your own research. But the fact that they just have like Ooga Booga men who come out
Yeah.
of the wall and just grab children,
Yeah, it was a
you
great
could not.
show. It was
It's
a
like
great show.
to the same level as Tropic Thunder. You couldn't do it today. Legends of the Hidden Temple couldn't do it today.
No.
You can't have people grabbing children in an obstacle course.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead, shout out the Silver Monkey, because nobody could put that freaking monkey together with the head that goes to confuse the hell out of everybody. Nobody could do it. I'm like, you got it the wrong way. You got
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I
Nobody
told
could
you
get the monkey right.
I was gonna pull some stuff out today, and
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
that was almost gonna be my first pick, but I thought
It can wait. You did right. You
it
did
can
right to
wait.
let it go.
It can wait.
You did right to let it go. And so, what was that guy's name? Olmec. Olmec. That's the head, the Mayan head. That's his
Yeah.
name. You have 3 talismans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta bring
Great
back
show.
Nickelodeon has to bring back that hour. Slime Time Live or whatever,
I can't believe that because when you said Nickelodeon, I was stunned. I thought I was screwed. Okay. The answer here is Guts. Do you have it? Okay. Guts. That's number 4 for me because it was basically American Gladiator for children.
Yeah. That was a good one.
The other picks that were in the running for number 4, I'll call it honorable mentions. Figure It Out. Figure It Out was a great show. It was like, it was like the talent show, but you got to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
And then a show that has a special place in my heart, but probably no one else's, Chain Reaction. You ever watch Chain Reaction?
I think I did a couple times.
It's not popular. It's not a popular show, but it's a cool little thing. They've got, what is it, 8 words down the side.
Okay.
Can't think of one right now to do.
Do you remember Double Dare?
Yeah, of course.
Double Dare was good.
And Double Dare 2000.
Double Dare 2000.
Supermarket Sweep deserves an honorable mention. And Match Game. I watched a whole lot of Match Game.
Yeah,
they tried to bring it back.
Match Game is good, especially the old ones.
Well, yeah, they tried to bring it back. It's not the same.
Are so good. Also, just looking it up right now, Fear Factor.
Would you call that a game show? I guess so.
I would.
It should have been picked then. It should have been picked.
Fear Factor was a great one.
Press Your Luck, also known as Whammy.
Oh yeah.
There's the documentary about the guy who figured out the code and knew when to press. Like he figured out the.
Yeah.
You got to watch that one. That's a great documentary. He recorded everything and figured that part out. Amazing.
Wiped Out is good.
Lights Out.
Show. Wiped Out. Where it's similar to American Ninja Warriors.
Oh, Wipeout. Yeah, where it's about getting your own ass beat. Yeah. I'm familiar. The balls, the big red balls.
Big red balls. You bounce on them. You bounce. Yeah. But American Ninja Warriors is another good one too. I enjoy watching that one.
You see, I didn't really go into that category up here.
Well, neither did I. But now that
a Netflix recommendation, if you haven't seen it, I've watched it through, so it doesn't really do me that much good to go back and watch it. There's a show on Netflix called Awake, and it's a game show. And basically they keep the contestants up for 24 hours prior to the event starting. And for that 24 hours, they're charged to count quarters. And so they count quarters for as long as they can, get sleep deprived, and try to keep their number of how many dollars and cents in their head. And then at the very end, if they're the ones who win through the tasks and all the things that they ask them to do, they ask them to give their number. And if their number is within a certain margin of what they actually counted or banked, then they win. I mean, whatever, $500,000, $1 million. A cool thing, cool concept, fun show to watch. I would recommend it for
I also
anyone who
recommend.
misses the game show days.
I also recommend another game show on Netflix, $1 Million Secret. Have you heard of that one?
I liked that show,
dude.
There's shows like it. There are shows like it. Like the mall.
There was another one I saw that was similar to it, but the $1 Million Secret where they're all living in a house,
like
and
in the box, the money moves.
Yeah, the money
and
moves.
You almost don't want the money because
you don't want the money until the very end, and you gotta you gotta get people to trust you.
I'm not gonna spoil that for people who haven't watched it.
No.
But some really good gamesmanship in that show.
Yeah,
and I definitely recommend that one. There's a show on Peacock called Traders, and if you can get over the obnoxious British host, good show. I only watched the first season of it, so I really can't attest to much more than that. Same kind of vibe though, where it's like group herd mentality kind of takes over on the voting side, and did you get them, did you not get them, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think we've got some good lists here. I'm going to go through them again just so that it's known for the record, and I'm going to put in the YouTube comment section a like for the winners. It'll be the first time that we actually record winners. We've kind of done it our own, and this will be the first one on record.
What is your favorite game show?
My favorite game show is.
I was asking the viewers, but go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. No.
Go ahead.
No, I gave about 20. So, what's your favorite game show? Sound off in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you get notified when our videos come up. And
don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Although
TikTok
Twitter is now as X. Is our TikTok going? Is it like a thing?
Our TikTok is just shorts from this podcast that I post maybe 6 days late.
Follow us.
Not a TikTok guy. Here we go. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at Game Day Chug. Also, shout out to Wheelhouse Media. Follow Wheelhouse Media on Twitter.
And if you could give your
YouTube for sure.
Give your thoughts and prayers to one Brett Chansey. He is
Mr. Wheelhouse.
Mr. Wheelhouse. And he had some health complications this past weekend, and we are wishing him a full recovery and hope that he gets back up and doing what we all love him to do, which is hop on and talk Astros baseball and other sports.
What I resonate with Brett the most, honestly, is, and it's easier to do now than it was 10 years ago, but always positive, always Stros. Okay? Yeah. The phrase has become commonplace. The Astros are inevitable. The Astros are only inevitable if you believe it. Mm-hmm. George Costanza, it's not a lie if you believe it. Exactly. So Houston, stay delusional. Always positive, always Stros. The Texans, they're 0-2. You know what?
Texans going to Texans. Let me just tell you that one. They're going to Texans. They've been Texan the last 22 freaking years.
You know what? Last week, 1 week ago today, we said 13-4.
Well, we were banking on a win this week.
And I stand on that. I stand on 13-4. Hey, I'll take 10-7 in a playoff berth and
Hey,
give me a chance
Hey.
to win divisional round
we
game.
go 13-2 the rest of the way, and we're going in the playoffs. Sign me up. Sign me up. I
That'd
hope.
be great.
I have been so low to begin this season, fantasy and just football fan wise, that there is only one way to go, and it's up. So if
Hey.
you're telling me that I have to sacrifice 2 weeks of complete misery for
the payoff, yeah.
for 15 weeks of just
Well,
awesomeness,
Good news. We're
Sign me
going
up.
to Jacksonville. And when we go to
That's where it all
Jacksonville,
began.
we whoop their butt. So I'm calling for a butt whooping. Let's take them out.
This is a podcast about sports, beer and sports with beer. This is a podcast about
The Astros won on Tuesday night.
sports with beer. If you came to learn something, you better leave now. You should leave right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. This is a podcast about sports and beer and sports with beer. This is a
Go.